Oh, I thought that was something to steal. Into the pub, then. Resident. Oh, there's the hunter we need to talk to. Cool. Maguire.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Thanks. A free drink?
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
Oh, God.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Let's see. How well do you know Nyoka?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
So they like her? You said you're not used to seeing new faces around here?
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
What happened at Amber Heights?
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
Sounds like this place has a serious issue with marauders. And why is this place called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Are there any yachts in Stellar Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream.
I see. I see. So it's just supposed to like attract people on the quirkiness of its name. Anything to trade? I might have some crap to sell, have I? This looks like a definite potential yes. Should I go through? I think I might go and get rid of all my oh, I don't have many consumables. Okay. Focus it all capsule. What's that do? Bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage? You know, I should probably try some of these. I don't like the idea of alcohol, though. It looks to have too many penalties with it in this game. Let's just get rid of the crap. I should probably stash my science weapons on the bridge, actually. The vermin. It's not a bad gun, but... Sell the lot. Okay, that'll do. Before I talk to Nyoka, I'm just going to do the old... steal everything. Not from the toilets. Ah, that's what we wanted. Mag picks. Quick look around here. Just a resident. Will anyone notice if I go in here and... Oh! An autoloader operator. Caleb Herrick?
New face, huh? You from Off-World?
You guessed? Captain Mal Reynolds of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
Maybe. What are you celebrating? Everyone seems to be buying drinks around here. Very generous.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits.
Yeah, until the money runs out.
But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
You're on strike, so the money's going to run out pretty quick then. What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Let's see how that works out for you. I happen to be pretty good with negotiations.
I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands.
Sure. I have a big gun.
You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view.
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Tell me your weaknesses. Sanjar's going to fire Velma if you don't... Oh, this is just stuff I made up? Okay. How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Not if I go and rob your home, now that I know where it is. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on her?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
Tell me about these rumors. What's this about blackmail?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Understood. I shall break in there. Or I could just go murder everyone, and then you can go back to work. There's an option. Shut the door. Hang on, we have to wait for the idiots to come in. Yep. Come on in, Alex, if you come in. Or stay there. Felix, sorry, Felix. If he dares open that door just as I'm in the middle of helping myself to some stuff. No, can I not get that one? There we go. Okay. Well, let's go and talk to Nyoka.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding. All over the place. Trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Fascinating story, but we don't have time for this.
Don't interrupt. It's rude. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Let's see. Mal Reynolds, are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta, you need to get out more.
She does have like a
Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
rather pissed look to her. Let's see. Another round bartender? We ain't got time for this. I'm told you can get me to an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business.
Yeah, I want to get out in the world.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
Here we go. What do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
So we'll go and get her some drugs. Oh, damn, if my medical was a bit higher. Steroid or caffeine, some things you don't even know what you're taking.
I know they make me see straight for a little while. You gonna get me a dose or what?
I don't think we have much choice, so alright, I'll be back. I'll be back. Right, next job. What have we got on here? Passion pills. I kind of want to like explore everything as we go along. Let's take a look at the map. I should stick to the outside edge of everything, I think, until we've done the town. Take a proper look around so I don't get lost. Back door into the something or other. We'll check that out later. St. Larby? Oh, Stella Bay. Struggling with that.
and Canadize, right here.
You?
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Really? Is that the impression I give off when I walk around town, that I'm looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Okay, and who's Celia?
She works for Sanjar at MSI. She's also Stellar Bay's biggest collector of canid incisors. And I should know, because she buys them from me.
Mr. Pickett?
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Mantiqueens, especially.
Why was he interested in them?
Who wouldn't be?
Really? I'm not particularly interested in them. People who value self-preservation, Sebastian.
Now that just sounds like a fancy way to say boring people.
Yes, and people who tend to live long and successful lives as well. Have you seen one?
Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them.
Where have you seen one?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks.
He's dead.
To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about
dead.
him. Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
He's dead. Sure, I'll keep an eye out for him.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mantiqueen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too.
And let's see what you have to sell.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
He really does have all the bits. Cysty pig tumors. Oh my god, we can eat this? Extra health. Hide. What do we... I mean, is a hide just junk? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't feel the need to buy anything from there. Nothing I can... Well, there's plenty of stuff to steal, but nothing I can get away with.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
Just walk away for a minute. There's no one here, right? Making sure I can steal everything. Then we'll go back and sort out. Why is that green? It looks like it's going to blow up if I play with it. Oh, a steel flamethrower. Yes, please. Let's take a look at this. Whoa, that's what I like. That looks better than a stinking shrink ray. What's it like to reload? Not bad, not bad. Excellent. We're going to have some fun with that one. Yeah, I do like me a good flamethrower in games. Does that say Commander? MSI Commander. It's going to be just a...
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
I want to pick that up. I so want to pick that up. Okay, I'm going to sneak up on Agnes.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
Is he?
Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Calm down. Take a deep breath and then tell me what happened.
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Let's say, did you say there was a reward involved?
Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad.
Sure, I'll take all your money. Why would he run away, though?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
What were you saying about the iconoclasts, and who are the iconoclasts?
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting, like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man, just as your mama would be.
She needs a slap.
How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
You do that. You go for it, girl. Where is Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak.
Lovely image.
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
He's going to be fine, isn't he? He's going to be absolutely fine.
You. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Yeah, I think she's just a bit hysterical. And this kid's going to be fine. He's probably having a whale of a time, I would guess. We've gone around there, straightforward. Let's have a look around there. Quest at the end. Zeng's Emporium discovered. That's... Oh, we came from that way, didn't we? Is that Zeng? Sure is. I just want to steal it all.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
Yes, not. Oh, there's just a trade. Okay, this is good. Nice. Easy one here. We're just running around the town, folks. I'm feeling this is like a quest hub. We pick up all the quests and we disappear off into the wilderness. So I will get to some action in a bit.
If you don't see it, I don't got it. Don't go asking for the special reserve.
Hey, Pan. Yep, just arrived on Monarch. Just going around picking up all the quests and stuff. I can't see me actually buying anything. Ever. But, do I have any shite to sell? A model spaceship? It's just junk, right? It's not going to look good in anyone's... No, it's just junk. Sell that. All right, then. Let's wander off a bit more. How are you today, anyway? No matter how tempting it is, stay away from hot dogs. They are crawling with parasites. Okay. I'll take the hint. I do like me a good hot dog. We're going to get our vicar some better armor. It looks too much like a vicar at the moment.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Oh no, and I didn't even go in there.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Pull yourself together, man. Tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is.
That's exactly where I'm going to go.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Wait, hang on. You are the only one that we know is seeing the body. Therefore, you are our prime suspect. Talmadge Care. Take note of him, chat. We'll be rounding him up and arresting him later. He's clearly guilty. Frontier Justice. Oh, there's someone in here. That's a shame. That's a crying shame. I was about to rob the place. Messages to Nandi? Sorry to bother you about this, but something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia's keeping up there, but she works for you, right? You think you could talk to her about it? To Rose. Isaac, can you please try to keep your windows shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites mantis worms, and a mantis worm infestation is everyone's problem. Are these the hot dog parasites you're on about? Hecht. I know you keep odd hours, I know, because I've heard you coming and going at all times of the day, night, ha ha. But maybe you could try to close your door a little more quietly? I have rather sensitive nerves, and every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Oh, I thought they were the law coming to investigate this dead body. I always feel like my companions are rushing up to catch me in the act of something. This looks like a body.
Murder. Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
It sure is, Felix.
What a gruesome way to die.
But first off, we need to make sure we only have relevant clues by stealing all the irrelevant clues. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and colour, were stuffed into this suitcase. So he's leaving. That's clearly irrelevant. We can have that, and that, and that. Purple Berry Crunch. Steel Magnum. Okay, now we start looking for clues. Tossball betting slip. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from Left Field Tossball Betting. We've searched the apartment for clues. Did we find anything? Investigate Left Field Tossball Betting. Okay. We need to ask about Left Field Tossball Betting, apparently. That was a simple investigation. See if we can find more evidence upstairs.
Don't mention tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I have...
Hoi, you! What are you doing there? Get out of the way of that. That's Laura? What are you doing there, by the way? There's a bathroom through there, if you need to go.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Didn't mean to scare you. I'll go. Okay, that's clearly someone to come back to and talk. You were extremely annoyed when you found out that the whole Chaos and Roseway Garden was about the diet toothpaste. That was an odd going on in that place. It wasn't what I expected. I mean, this game so far has been fairly light-hearted about everything, which is nice. It's a nice break. Because I was just talking about Greedfall yesterday. Did a sort of like gave my thoughts on the video, on the game, and it kind of occurred to me that it's just such a dry, deep, dark, and depressing sort of a game. This is nice contrast.
Hey, I saw that.
Oh, crap.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Whatever I want. I was just leaving.
Carry on.
It's a bit easy to get away with things like that, I think, in this game. We're going to go into the middle or Stella Bay. That takes us outside. I think I've been all the way around the place now. Actually, I haven't. Let's go and see what is in here. Oh, is this is a different bar, right? Looks like a rather boring sort of a bar. Everett Gill. Chef Raymond. Hang on, what the hell's he cooking?
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't.
We're used to folks swooning at our feet. You don't gotta be embarrassed.
A healthy survival reflex is nothing to be embarrassed about. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rat spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Yep. So, ever thought about leaving?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
You forgot stabbed. That's also a possibility.
Well, thank you for reminding me.
Welcome.
As if I weren't already destined for an early grave.
So why did he decide to stay?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
You've got a real negativity problem.
I'm not even finished.
Good for you.
Add that to the supply shortages, thanks to being cut off by the board, and I dare say we're no better off than the lowliest Spacer's Choice enclave.
Look, you might not be better off, but I can tell you, it can always be worse. Try celebrating what you've got.
I see you stuck around.
Okay, I thought there was a quest coming. I thought there's going to be a go get me one
Lucky
of these
you.
sort of quests. And who's this? They've locked the fridge. Ah, he'll see me, even with his back to me.
Good day to you.
Quest for later. The toilette. We'll take that. And a way out. Oh, and a locked door. We've got to go in. It's got to be done.
You'll have to show me how to do that.
You really want to learn, Vicar? Hell is that? Steel vortex mace. Grenade launcher. Did that say grenade launcher 2? It said grenade launcher 2. 247 damage. That looks pretty nice. Felix, I think. Oh, he's got some level up to do. Oh, and so is the Vicar. Boisterous and fine aimed. Doesn't say. I've never seen anything that actually says. Oh, those are his skills. Okay. Let's give him another perk anyway. Let's have a look. Companion ability damage. Ranged weapon reload speed. Damage to corporate military. Let's give him that. I think we might be fighting quite a bit. Have I got... Why is that saying... Do I need to press apply? That's done it. Okay. Let's give him this grenade launcher. Because he did have one originally. Now he's got a bigger one. I want to see what that does. And the old Vicar. Let's give him... What's this? Science weapon. He can use science weapons? Okay. Now then we've got some interest going on here. Has he got anything else about science weapon stuff? Hack. Let's give him science weapon damage then. And give him... Should we give him a shrink ray? So let's see. That shotgun's doing 28 times 8. Let's give him the shrink ray. That's 26. Which isn't great, is it? That's a science weapon. That. 111. Okay, let's see how that works out for him. He might not be the right guy to have with this, so we shall see how it goes. Right. Speaking of Roseway, it would be smart to talk to Ada once you get back to the ship and get the emergency transmission from that scientist that asked you for the blueprints and gave you ultimate pistol, because he will call you back to give you the unique corrosive version of that weapon. I did talk to Ada. But did I leave? Yeah, I went to Phineas's lab. I'll have a word with her. Cheers, Pan. Right, we were done in here, weren't we? Okay, so we're running around. We're supposed to be going to the pharmacy, I think. If we get back to the plot. Just regular people? Yeah, just checking. Regular person? Locked. Oh, I thought that was a locked door. It isn't. Nothing. The constable. I can't access the constable, though. For whatever reason. Got anyone in here? What is this place? It's just completely deserted. Well, I'm not going to leave ammunition lying about. That's just like